Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the I'm Not a Hater podcast featuring your favorite not hater, Mr. Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of current events for this week, ending with today, July 26th. Forgive me. I'm gonna start off right away, getting into it with Hulk Hogan. Um, Great wrestler, part of my entire childhood. Great wrestler, terrible person. Growing up, he was one of the most popular wrestlers in that era, along with The Rock and Stone Cold and others. But all in one shot, he seemingly ruined the whole his whole mystique with like one rant, one racist rant. Definitely rest in peace to him, but people are not gonna forget the fact that he was what he said and how it negatively affected people, black people in general. Using the N word with the hard ER, people were not feeling that. He did a lot of sneaky things to his fellow wrestlers. So it's a lot of mixed emotions about Hulk Hogan. You know, some people are like sad, rest in peace, but other people just haven't forgotten what he did over, his span of being a wrestler and just being a person outside of wrestling. So definitely, remember that when you out here um, in the world, that people are gonna remember what you did throughout your whole life, not just the good stuff, but the bad stuff as well. So just remember that. The WNBA continues to be a hot topic. This collective bargaining agreement on the table. They want a bigger piece of revenue, and they aren't backing down about it. Now, listen, I know the product on the court isn't always what we think it should be. We expect it to be like the NBA, but frankly, they're not that. We all want to believe that they hate Caitlin Clark, but it isn't about that either. They want more than 9% of revenue from the sales of their apparel. And truthfully, the league is expanding. The league is valued. Teams are valued at a high rate. So the owners should pay them what they owe them. Now, they haven't ever turned a real profit. So people often wonder, like, why should they get paid? But they are getting endorsement deals. So some of their pay is, being balanced out by endorsements, but they're never going to make what Steph Curry makes or what LeBron makes. But I don't think it's about that actually. I think it's about them just getting the revenue shares increased a tad bit, and that's what they're really looking for. If the league continues not to pay them what they owe, Unrivaled is there. So look out for that. Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart started the league. So yeah, they started a league Unrivaled to rival the league. Now there's all year round, so women don't have to go overseas, and it's starting to become a top draw. College players are signing with them instead of going straight to the WNBA draft. So if they can't get something figured out with their bargaining agreement, look for more talent to go to Unrivaled. That's just another option for them. Um, I will say this though, the players in the WNBA gotta have some type of chill though. The video with them trying to get into the club is hilarious. I actually think like that's why people don't take them serious, because they view them as like these people who trying to use clout to get where they want to go, and it's not even that serious. Or they just doing a bunch of TikTok dances and cosplaying as basketball players. I said this before, keep the main thing the main thing. Basketball first, shenanigans second, and it'll all work out. And maybe people will take you more serious. Last but certainly not least, once again, Trump Epstein files. We know this is a running story. It's happening daily almost. But once again, he won't release the files because he's now been told from the Department of Justice that he's in the files. Okay, no big surprise there. We all kind of figured out that he was in the files one way or the other, right? People still want to see it. There's still a fascination with these files. They want to see who else is connected to Epstein Island, etc. So, sir, release the files. Once it's released and the excitement and the hoopla dies down, I promise you, nobody won't care anymore. It's just the way the society is. Listen, this society is a microwave society. We get a story, we deal with it for a couple days, and then boom, we move on. I promise you, once it releases, all the major parts are seen. It feeds our curiosity. We're all gonna be done with it. It's just that simple. Like, don't make it a huge deal. The longer you push it, the longer you try to keep it going. Um, People are gonna keep wanting to know what's in those actual files. Just tell people, get it over with, and be done. Like, it's that simple. Rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne too. He also passed away this week. Huge rock influence, artist. Black Sabbath, most known for biting the head off a bat. And then later on, the reality show, the Osbournes, with his wife Sharon, son Jack, and daughter Kelly. So shout out to that entire family. Condolences as well. And yeah, so if there's anything else that's popped off this week, um, let me know in the comments. Um, and once again, like I always do, just some positive words of encouragement. You're almost there with your dreams. If you begin chasing them now, you'll catch them. Never give up. Even when people try to back you into a corner and make you do something other than what you want, if you know that you are focused on this thing, then take it serious and do the things necessary to get it done and achieve that goal or dream that you've been chasing. Once again, this is the I'm Not a Hater podcast. This is Mr. Brown, your favorite not hater, saying to you, if you enjoyed this video and others, hit the like button, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I do need my subscribers to grow, so if you are enjoying the content, please let somebody know. Pass it along, and I'll be sure to keep giving you guys what you were looking for. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the I'm Not a Hater podcast. This is the current events for this week, ending in 7/26. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy the rest of the week. Peace and love.